Okay, you can do your thing. You can get your. All right, so welcome to the call. I feel like I had to say that when it's the beginning. So welcome to our call. I'm really excited. This is something I wanted to try because, being like the leader of a team, I'm trying to look at it like the teacher of a class. So I was a teacher back before I was a mom. Hence my idea of doing the lesson plan book, because I found like I was my best. I'll get to that more later, but I was at my best self when I had that lesson plan book and everything was like written down. Like it just made my life better. But I also thought about like when I had a classroom, what we would do is like when the kids would come in, we would always have a do now activity. So like some kind of do now. While the teacher got settled, like before the thing started. So I was thinking we could have a do now right now. Hopefully you have some kind of a notebook or something with you to write on. But I was thinking our do now, I want to make it like really, really simple because I don't think we've ever really talked about it on a call before. Carrie, Danielle, and I might have, but and the do now is to just write down up to 3 goals that you have for your business. So what do you want to see specifically for your business? Could be a money goal that you have. It could be how large you want your team to be. It could be a rank that you want to get to. It could be like you want to be able to pay for all the groceries, or you want to be able to make a certain amount of money each week, or you want to be able to replace an income. It could be big or small, whatever goal. Like when you think like, okay, what do I want this business? What do I want to be able to do with this business? Mm-hmm. Just write down 3. I'm going to do the same thing too. So I'm going to make it like a thing. And I'm just going to give us like, I don't know, 2 minutes. I don't want to make it too long. I'll set the timer on my phone. Hopefully that's enough time. Okay. I think 2 minutes is enough. Just like, yeah, that's fine. What are your goals? Okay. Ready? Go. All right, if you're done earlier, let me know.
I am done.
Okay, I'm done. Awesome. All right, so if we want, we can share them really, really quick, just so we can kind of see where we're all at. I can start if you want, and then you guys can share after. So, all right. So I didn't know I was going to do this before I did this tonight, but I kind of wound up breaking them up into like a long-term goal, and then like a kind of semi-long-term goal in the business, and then like a short-term goal, something I really want to happen now. Like I said, I didn't plan it out that way, but it just kind of worked out that way. The first thing I wrote, like the first thing that came to my mind was to retire Mike, is actually bring him home. Like he doesn't have to go to work anymore. And that was something that I had heard at like a beach body. It was one of my first things when I decided I wanted to go all in with coaching. And it just stuck in my head all these over almost 4 years I've been doing it. And it stuck in my head. And that's definitely always been a goal. To be an elite team, so like for our team to go elite, and I feel like that's like a semi-long-term goal. I don't think that's going to take years and years. I think that could be done in a year or 2, but that's something that I would like to happen. And then the other goal I have right now is like immediate. Like I want it to happen like next week, is to make $2,000 a month. So like that's like a monetary goal. Like I want that. That's going to allow Mike to maybe take a little bit of time off, not that much, but like at least he doesn't have to work 6 or 7 days a week. He can maybe go back to 5 days a week. Like he's working a lot right now. So anyway, those are my goals. What about you guys?
I put down 3 goals, and I gave them all the time frame of by end of year.
Oh, good.
If it happens sooner than that, awesome.
Okay.
Maybe they sound silly, but
No.
one, I'd like to become emerald by the end of the year.
Oh God, you guess. Girl, you could do it next week.
I just
Seriously, you could do it in a day.
I just tagged you with something. There's going to be like a little push group from in the Flawless Empire. It's like a 1-week emerald.
Yeah.
Goal.
Girl, it's so quick. So quick.
I hope so.
Yeah.
The other one is, as far as monetary, I'd like to be able to, and this may sound so vain, but whatever, I'm just going to say it. I want to be able to use Beachbody income to cover my hair expenses, because whenever I get my hair done, it's wicked expensive.
Yeah, totally.
And I hate having to justify it. And I work, and my husband still looks at me like, "Are you crazy?" So just to like say like, "Oh, that's coming from Beachbody," that would be pretty cool. Yeah. And then for Instagram, I would like to up my following to at least have 1,000 followers by the end of the year.
Perfect. I love it.
Those are the 3 that I came up with.
I love yours because they're really specific. Like mine are a little bit vague, like the elite team. Maybe there's like other like littler, like more specific goals that I should have.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
sure, I get it.
Those are good. All right, KD.
Okay, my 3 goals. I wasn't totally listening to the instructions for it, so I just
oh no, there was no instructions.
My first goal is to walk the stage at Summit next year.
Yay!
That will happen at the lowest level. You can walk it as a diamond.
No walking as a diamond. But,
okay.
Right?
Well,
wait.
I thought you can. Yeah, because you.
Was I supposed to walk?
Yeah, but you didn't go last year.
Okay. I don't remember if it's that. Maybe it was. I don't remember them. I don't remember. We'll have to ask. But go ahead.
Okay, because my second goal is actually to be a 2-star diamond coach.
Oh, good. Then you walk.
I want to be a 2-star diamond coach. I want to make $10,000 a year from Beachbody. That's like my goal for next year, is to make $10,000 from Beachbody.
Okay.
Which I said earlier this year is like a goal of mine that I want to work towards.
So do you want that by the end of the year, or no time frame really? Just
I would say like within a year.
A year, okay. So like from that, maybe from Summit.
Yeah.
Got you. That's a good one.
And I want to help 100 people. Isn't that a thing? Like called your Century?
Yeah, Century Club. A great way to get more people. Even if you go to your online office, you could see how many customers you have. And once you're an Emerald, okay, and you get Success Club, the following month, Beachbody gives you leads. Mm-hmm. And the leads, I've been getting more and more. Like I don't even know how many customers, but I've got more leads than I have customers, like of my own. You know what I mean?
Yeah, okay.
They don't all pan out. A lot of them are like, do not contact. They don't want you to, know their name. Mm. But, some of them do. Christy in the group, she's been quiet lately, but she was a lead. So was Anne-Marie, the new Anne-Marie girl. Mm-hmm. She was a lead.
Cool.
So it's a great incentive. All right, so that was good. Now, so I wanted to go over some housekeeping stuff with you guys.
Wait, so what do we do with these goals? Do we check in with them? Do we
what's
do
that?
These goals? Or is it
the goals. So I don't know. I guess I just wanted to kind of see where everybody was at. It was just kind of like an exercise I just thought would be good to kind of like get our goals out on the table. But we should definitely, it's good that you wrote them down. Like I would like to like revisit them somehow. Like maybe you can make it part of do you guys write daily affirmations at all?
I used to, but then I stopped doing it and I slacked.
Yeah, I have a book. I'll be honest with you. I'm like in and out of it. I don't write it every day. I'll like be like, I gotta write my daily affirmations. And then I'll do it for a couple of days and I'm good about it. And then I'm like, Like,
Mm.
I like to kind of do it around the time that I consider like working time, because I feel like it revs me up, but I also kind of like it in the morning. Now, what I've heard you're supposed to do with affirmations is you are supposed to write them out each day. They could be the same, or you can make them a little different or whatever. And you're supposed to read them a few times throughout the day. Like, and best to read them out loud. Like, so for example, I'll tell you some of mine. The first one, like for KD, she could change it to her. So I am joyfully walking across the elite stage at the 2020 Coach Summit. So the thing with affirmations is you're supposed to put it in the present tense. It's not supposed to be like, I am going to. Not like you are doing it in the moment, even if it's not true. Like, let's say I lost my shit all day with the kids and I was like losing it. A lot of times I want to write the I am patient thing like 5 times. Like, I am patient, I am patient, I am patient. Because like, like if you're like your brain, even if it's like not true, your brain wants to make it true. Because,
Right.
you know what I mean? So they say it works. The problem with me is I struggle with the consistency of it. But what I would love to do is to, maybe what you can do is you don't have to write as many as I have. Maybe you write 5 affirmations a day or 3, and maybe they're centered around your goals. So how can you take your goal and make it an affirmation? So what was one of your goals, Irene?
To have 1,000 Instagram followers by the end of the year.
Oh, so a good one for this would be like, I am attracting so many people just like me on Instagram. I have a strong following on Instagram. Like, just writing it in the present tense as if it's happening. Write down like 5 of them that go correlate with your goals, and just start doing, not too many will probably be doable on a daily basis. And then just have like a little notebook or something that you can write in every day. And then just read them a couple times a day or whatever. Come back next week and tell us, check out your followers. This, just keep an eye out for it.
Yeah.
Goes up. There's definitely ways, and we could talk about that too, on how to do that, like how to increase your followers.
Okay, cool. Sounds good.
All right. So maybe that's something you can do too, KD. I'm giving you another assignment. No quick fix, girl.
$10,000 isn't gonna come easy. 2-star diamond coach doesn't come easy.
So for you, it would be, I am joyfully walking across the premier stage, because you're a 2-star diamond premier. I am joyfully walking across the premier stage at the 2020 Coach Summit. Or I am joyfully walking across the stage as a 2-star diamond coach, because there's more things that you need to be a premier. Not that you wouldn't, but you need a certain amount of points. You need, I don't know, you would have to look and see. It's totally doable. It's just 2-star diamond doesn't necessarily always mean premier. So when you write your affirmation, if 2-star diamond is the real goal for you, I would probably just stick with that.
Maybe my first short-term goal should be actually buy my ticket for Summit.
Me too. I have to. Have you thought about it? I know you have the little one, so it would be very hard. Not that I don't want to shake my head.
No, I would like to do it. I just haven't fully committed to the idea of it just yet.
Yeah.
If I make Emerald by the end of the year, then I would do it.
Okay.
Like, that would be like the thing. Like, if I actually do what I'm setting out to do, and then I'll totally do it.
I'm telling you, really, Emerald is so easy. I mean, literally, you could sign up and be Emerald in a day. That's what happened to Kathy Flynn. She just had 2 friends that wanted to do it. She's like, all right, you want to get a discount on your Shakeology? Yup. Okay. One on one leg, one on the other. You're Emerald. That's all you need to do. You sign up 2 people. They want the discount. You're Emerald. It's like literally like you could like, if you wanted, like, let's say you wanted to make Success Club this month. You're like, if you wanted to, I don't know if that's one of your goals, but like, let's say you did. If 2 of the people, so to be Success Club, you would have to sign up 3 people, right? By the end of the month. So if 2 of those people said, yeah, I want to save 25% on my shake every month, you put one on one leg, and we teach you how to do that. It's so easy. And then you just change the legs for the next person. That person goes on the other leg, and you are Emerald.
Yeah, sounds easy.
It's very easy. Yeah, I mean, Emerald is easy. They say Diamond is easy. I say it is too. I think it's all a choice. Like, if you say, it just is. It's just gonna, and if it takes, it doesn't mean it has to happen in a week. So if it takes 4 months, it takes 4 months. I don't remember how long it took me. I think it took me a month or two, a couple months. Because one of my coaches was my husband. I signed him up.
Oh, okay.
Because I forget why. I think I did it.
Because everybody tells you to just do that.
Everybody tells you, but I think he wanted to start drinking Shakeology, and I'm like, you have to get your own bag then, because I'm not sharing mine. Like, I was running out. I was drinking it every day. So by day 31, I needed my new bag. So, like, he was like, I want to start. I'm like, okay. Well, I wanted him to start, I should say.
Got it.
So Greg just yesterday, side note, said, fine, sign me up. I'll do it again because he's been drinking my shake. He's been drinking my Energize, all of that kind of stuff. And I've said to him, so when I first signed up, when I first became Emerald, it was because I had him sign up.
Yeah.
But he wasn't drinking the shake every day. I just I wanted to hit Emerald. And then I'm like, this is stupid just for me to say I'm Emerald. We're spending $120 a month on your shake or whatever.
Yeah.
Or skipping it, and then I was dropping rank, and then dropping rank. Every time that he would skip it, then he wasn't active, and then I would lose my rank. I'm like, this is just stupid at that point.
Yeah.
So for a while, he hasn't been getting anything. But he said, they like sign me up, which is good for me because then I can sign him up, and then I can work his business. And then the next 2 people that I sign up underneath me as coaches, I'll put under him, and then he's an Emerald coach, and then I just need one other Emerald coach, and then I'm a Diamond coach.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then the other Emerald goes on the other side.
But I don't suggest, I know that everybody says, sign up your spouse. It's the first thing you should do.
I would say only do that if you're getting other products on a regular basis.
So that's my plan to do with his account. Like my Shakeology, I'll get from my account every single month. But then his account, in order to just get the 50 PV, I'll either get my Energize and my Recover, or like
take a commission on him. You get volume on him too. So you're making a little bit of money even. And he's paying for it as a coach. So you're not even paying as much. It's kind of even nicer when you get the stuff under the spouse.
But that's the first thing they'll say. If you want to be Emerald, sign up your spouse. I'm like, yeah, if you have an extra $120 a month to blow.
But it's not extra if they're using it. So that's why I'm saying only do it if like you're getting that stuff. And using it.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So we get bars every month because my son's very picky eater. So and we actually go through them. Like we run out. So it's like, it's worth it, Right. So we get 2 boxes of bars. I get Energized. Now I'm back to getting Hydrate. But like things I put on hold, but anything that I get that I know I don't have a certain, like in the beginning, I was like, I had all this stuff and I'm like, oh yeah. But now I don't. Like I know how to like go into the accounts and make sure I'm only getting what we need. And then anything extra other than my Shakeology, I put everything under him.
Right.
Yeah. So, okay. So what was I going to say? All right, my next thing. All right. I did the 3 goals. Wow, I didn't get very far, guys. I wanted to do, but that was good. That was all good stuff. I wanted to do a little bit of housekeeping. So I just wanted to go over some stuff with you. So the first thing is that we had our national wake-up call this morning. It's at 11 a.m. If you missed it, don't worry. It was really good, though. I was able to get on. I know it's hard for KD because she's at work. And I know Irene, you know, with the kids, who knows what the heck is going on. I mean, it's just so unpredictable.
Yeah, today was pretty crazy.
I can imagine. I have flashbacks of having babies and being like, oh, that's so nice. And then I'm like, oh, wait, no. I have no time. It's like, I get over it quick. Okay. So this girl was great. And, it's funny because so I forgot her name, but I did take notes during the National Wake Up Call. And what I like that she said, a couple things that she said on the National Wake Up Calls, was that she sets goals monthly. So I thought that would kind of gave me that do now activity kind of a thing. If we try to think of our goals and always be kind of conscious of that. She was big on the vital behaviors. She mentioned that in the beginning when she became successful, she just 10x'd everything. And it kind of reminded me of, Grant Cardone has a book called The 10X Rule, and I really, really, really want to read it. Right now, I'm reading his book on Audible. I'm listening to it. It's called Be Obsessed or Be Average. It's awesome, guys. It's so good. I love it. And I love listening to it because I can do that anytime. So I've been doing it while I make my breakfast in the morning.
Sorry, do you have to pay for Audible? How does it work?
You do. I think it's about $12 a month. But what it allows you to do is it builds up credits. You basically can get you get one credit a month for $12 or whatever the price is. It might even be $14. But the credits, you can add them up, like they don't go away. And what it allows you to do is get a book a month. And most of the books are over that amount anyway. So like if you were to go to the bookstore and get Be Obsessed or Be Average, you'd probably pay
$150 worth of books to stack sitting next to my bed, so it's not helpful to get them in paper copy.
Yeah, and you know what I'm finding? I was really struggling with my PD for a while. I don't know why. I just couldn't. I don't know. It wasn't holding my focus. I just reading in general. I just couldn't. My mind was.
That's kind of how I am right now. I need something to like pull me back in.
Yeah, and so I just found with the Audible, like it was just like, oh my God, this is great. I'm actually getting the content. I'm getting through the book. And there's something about, I think specifically with this guy, listening to his book is probably better than reading it yourself. Like same thing with like, what's her face?
Rachel Hollis. I want to get back and just have her read to me.
Yeah, and probably Brene Brown is probably the same way. I've only read her books. I haven't listened to them, but I think Audible is definitely a good, I mean, there's also, if you didn't want to pay the money, they have that library one that's for free. Do you know the name of that?
It works, but people say, yeah, you can download books.
Yeah, I just don't know if everything is always available. And Audible kind of goes with Amazon. It's they're in the same family. So anyway, just to give you guys a little bit of a recap, she said she plugged into trainings in the Beachbody Champions page. This is what led to her success. She would look up things on YouTube. And she said she just start. And, I think that, Irene, you are doing great with that. Like, you are doing a really good job with that. Like, I'm finding you're just doing it. Like, I just feel like I see you on Instagram and you're just started. And that's what she was basically saying through the whole thing. Like, don't wait for it to be perfect. Don't wait to figure it out. Kind of just start and you'll figure it out as you go. You know what I mean? So I feel like you're doing that. And that's great.
Trying.
No, you're doing great. I notice it. It's really, really good. She said she forced herself to fail. She needed to practice being a leader, which that's kind of like where I'm at right now, I feel like. And she said practice makes progress, which I really loved. And then progress makes perfect, even though there's no such thing. Anyway, it was a really good wake-up call. So you might want to check that one out. You can go to the Beachbody Champions page. I think we talked about that last week. Okay, and then I wanted to tell you guys the FE call is tomorrow night. I don't know if you guys are available, but it's always a really good call with a lot of great content. And the Fullest Empire leader is Lori Miggins, and she works with her success partner to run a call every Tuesday at 8:30. And what you want to plug into also is at 8:15, they have a new coach call that comes before their all team call. So that's a really good thing. If you're new, totally, Irene, I would hop in that if you can, if you're available. I don't know. I know this is a lot of
the first week, I think, right?
Yeah, the very first week I dialed into that.
Oh, that's great. Oh, good. Okay, so you know what that's about. I don't know, like if they change it week to week, probably not. It's probably going to be the same.
Kind of just as an intro, like kind of says, hi, I'm Lori. If you have questions, I'm here. Anything, chat to us. Do you have any tips for new coaches? And then obviously your coach is on there. I was on there too, and just kind of said, ask and don't be afraid to just try stuff and
just do it.
Ready for everything.
That's great. All right, and then Beachbody Champions page. I know I talked to you guys about that last week, and I know I gave you a homework assignment. I feel like the teacher. Did you do your homework? No.
I printed it out, but I didn't create a book.
Yay! That's good. You got halfway there, girl. You did it. I'm glad. I was like, listen, I don't want you to feel, this is what I don't want. I don't want you to feel like, I didn't do my homework assignment, so I'm not going to go on the call. I'm so glad you're on the call anyway. You know what I mean? I didn't want you to feel like, like the teacher, she's going to give me an F or something.
I thought about like bailing last minute. I'm like, oh shit, I didn't stand up and hide.
I didn't want that to happen. So I want you, don't worry. It just, you know what it is? I want to just help you to go forward. So like, I feel like if you didn't get it done this week, maybe you can try to, I really feel like this is going to be your first step. Like, so whenever you get this done, great. So, because there's something about having it bounded as a book versus just having it in pages, even if it's in a folder or if it's in like a binder, I don't think it's as good. Like having it like this is like having a notebook that you can carry around. Not that you're going to carry it around, but you know what I'm saying? It just makes it, I don't know, it's all concise and in there. But what's good about it is that like what part of your goals are is to have new followers. And that's the very top. So when you have your tracker, what I always do is I highlight 4 of the categories. So the first one, they're all in the connect, invite, and follow up. So invite, initiate connections and add followers. I highlight that one across the board. And then I highlight respond to all new likes, comments, or views. Highlight that. And underneath, invite blank people, at least 5 to join. I highlight that. And then the bottom one is follow up with people. The reason why I highlight those 4 is because those are the biggest action hour behaviors. The rest of the stuff we're pretty much doing throughout the day. Like we work out here, we have our shake here. It's not like we sit down with our tracker and are like, oh, I got to have my shake, and we go have our shake. We just automatically kind of do those things throughout our day. But these 4 things, we kind of have to sit down with a notebook and kind of like carve out that it's only a little over an hour, which I know, like when you have babies, is so tough. And you don't have to have that hour at once. That's what I love about this too. It's because I'll be like, all right, I don't have 20 minutes. I have 10. All right, well, I'll set my timer for 10 minutes and I'll do half of it. And then I'll do another 10 minutes at this time. And you can kind of just find these little pockets, and like you live in pockets right now.
Yeah.
You know? So it's like, if you have this tracker out, you know, like let's say you left it out in your kitchen and you're like, you have an unexpected nap. Oh, I have 30 minutes I wasn't expecting. I'll take out my tracker and what can I do on that?
Right. No, it's a good idea.
So and I feel like when you have it on a piece of paper, because I used to have it, I have my meal plans on pieces of paper like that. And I think I'm actually going to do better Carrie Danielle's way because it's in a notebook.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
All right. So that'll be good. So try that for next week.
Okay.
Try to get your thing made. I kind of went over how to do that. It's really easy. They know how to do it at Staples. They've made lots of them, I'm sure. Okay. So I did that. Oh, so this is the next thing I wanted to go over with you. And I can't believe I haven't even gotten to like the meat of the call. It's like, it's so much I want to share with you guys. All right. So what I wanted to ask you too is if you would like to be a part of our MailChimp template email system. So Carrie Danielle and I, we both have MailChimp accounts and we share templates with each other. We also share them with our upline team. And what the templates are, let's say it's like a newsletter. So like you could start people that you're talking to using your tracker for, you're writing them down, you're connecting with them. You say, oh, do you want me to send you more information about whatever it is? And they say, yeah, that would be great. And you say, okay, can I have your email address? And then once you have their email, there has to be some sort of a system that you're using. So Carrie Danielle and I have found we like MailChimp because we can make the emails really pretty. That's where you get the weekly email from her. But I've also been sending out, like I send out a monthly thing to anybody. Like I have about 40 people on there right now. It's just my prospect list. That's anybody that said they were interested, but they've never signed up yet. And I try to send them like a monthly thing. I haven't sent the August one yet, but when I do, I always share it with Carrie Danielle, and I would obviously share it with you if you wanted to create a MailChimp account. It's free and it's very easy. The other thing that a lot of the coaches do, if you're not into MailChimp, is they do Google Streak. Some of them do both. They do Google Streak to kind of keep track of everybody. And then they also do MailChimp. But I would say this is a great place to start. This will give you like, okay, these are the behaviors that I need to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then once you're doing the behaviors and you're finding, okay, I'm getting people that want information, they want to talk to me, they want to join maybe, then you have a system in place after that.
Mm-hmm.
MailChimp, Google Streak, whatever you want to do. But we're happy to share everything with you if you wanted to do MailChimp.
Yeah, I definitely want to do it. I think that would be good for me. Yeah, I think, I might as well just go right in. I mean, next week I'm going to be on vacation, so I'm going to be pretty much MIA. But after that, I could probably dedicate more time to getting creative in MailChimp.
And what's great with MailChimp is like when we share everything with you, I mean, you really wouldn't have to change that much. You'd only have to change your name on the bottom. You could keep a lot of the information. You can change it up, though. It's totally up to you. But you would have like a basis, I think what would help is to give you a little bit more confidence, like in knowing like what to say, what to ask, information that you want to make sure that you're giving and that kind of stuff.
All right. Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Okay, cool. And the other thing I wanted to say that I meant to say at the very beginning, but this is like only the three of us, so it's working out, is like throughout the calls, if you guys have questions or anything, obviously this is kind of like you could just ask it, or you could always put stuff in the chat if you wanted. All right. I went over have a system. I think I might almost be done. Did you guys want to go over anything? Did you want to go over anything about the tracker? Do you have any questions about how to do any of this stuff? Or if you have Instagram questions or anything like that, I guess I'll just leave the last 5 minutes for that.
I guess when it comes to Instagram, as far as initiating connections, is there like a certain methodology that's best to do that in terms of trying to reach a market that isn't your immediate family and friends?
Yes. Oh, yeah. First of all, family and friends are probably going to be the last people that join you.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And that's probably why you think it's going to take so long to be an Emerald coach. Because probably all the family and the friends you read, like, now, what are you doing now? Yeah, I don't want any part of that. So they're usually the biggest sticklers. Am I right, Katie? Except your mom. But she took a little while to come around, right?
Like a year.
All right. But yeah, like my dad still hasn't signed up. You know how many times I've sent him links? My stepmom? No. My brother? No. They just, because they're like, what are you doing now? Like, I think sometimes it's the people that are the closest to us are the ones that don't trust it.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So your question is, how do you make new friends kind of thing? Or how do you initiate connections like with the people you're knowing on Instagram?
Yeah, I guess just making new connections.
Okay.
Like I have like only like 200 something followers, and I follow like about 1,000 people.
Okay.
And, like the people that follow me, I'm not really sure why they're following me, or they're just trying to follow me, so I follow their page because my count of followers goes up and down constantly.
Really? Okay.
Like nobody actually sticks around. I think they just follow me to see if I'm going to follow them, and that's kind of it.
Okay.
So
So I would, what I would start doing? So do you use hashtags at all?
I do, yeah, but I wasn't sure. Should I always use the same exact hashtags?
No, it depends on what content of your posts and what content is of your stories. So so what kind of hashtags are you currently using that are non-Beachbody?
I do like fit mom, fit mama, mom of two, women supporting women.
That's good.
Sometimes I do Motivation Monday,
good.
Tuesday. I mean, yeah.
I got you. No, totally. What I want you to start doing is I want you to start thinking of hashtags that have nothing to do with Beachbody at all. So stuff for you might be new mom or new mom problems or mama's struggling or, really like stuff like that, mostly mom stuff. Because think about your life right now and like where you're at. Start doing hashtags like that. And what you want to do is you want to start searching hashtags like that. So I don't know, have you been searching hashtags at all?
I have, and I've been finding a bunch of Beachbody people, and it's so annoying.
I've been doing hashtags like fit mom. what I want you to do is go to hashtags that are not anything with Beachbody. So, because if you put in a hashtag fit mom, you're going to have a ton of Beachbody stuff.
Oh, it's crazy. I just did hashtag mom of two, and like the first 50 people are all on Beachbody.
Yep.
Like,
Mom
okay.
of three. I did mom of three for a really long time, and I don't use it anymore. And that, it's really good to research it. So like now, don't do mom of two anymore, because all you're going to be attracting is Beachbody coaches.
Yeah.
So what you have to start doing is actually seeking out and looking for hashtags that aren't flooded with Beachbody, and that you're going to find other people that are just like you in this moment, but they haven't found Beachbody yet.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
A really quick thing that I did, and this is branching away from the hashtag thing, but it got me like 10 new followers last week that are not Beachbody people, who are actually commenting on my stuff. Someone talked about it when we were in Summit. It's the 5-3-1 method. So you find someone, and how I find people is I knew I was going to Austin. So you can search for location, Austin, and it'll bring up anyone who posted pictures recently in Austin, Texas. So it's not that these are necessarily Beachbody people or people that are following certain hashtags or anything like that. It's just anyone who's posted something recently in Austin, because I don't have a basis in Austin. If I do it on Long Island, I'm probably going to find people that I know from Lindenhurst, and everybody knows a connection of mine, kind of a thing. Right. So I did Austin, Texas. And then I looked, not two things, obviously you can see the most recent pictures and the most followed pictures. Most followed, don't bother, because they're probably people that have 100,000 million pictures, likes already. So you're just going to get lost in it. I found people that most recently posted, and I followed what's called the 5-3-1 method. You go through their 5 most recent pictures and you like them. And then 3 pictures, you comment something on it specific about or ask a question about something in it, like, adorable shoes, where did you get them? Or, oh my God, that food looks amazing, I'm coming to Austin next week, how was the restaurant, what did you think of it? Or something like that, just to start some sort of conversation with them. And then the one, so there's 2 different times I've heard this. The one is either your one action is you follow them, and then you wait a week and you see if they follow you back, and if not, you delete them.
Right.
The way that people do this is people keep an Excel spreadsheet. That seems a little intense for me, but hey, if I want to out my business, maybe I should be doing that. Sure. I've heard one of the top coaches